Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Earth's Medicine. If you are a male who is over 40 years old and you are suffering from an enlarged prostate, I think this video will be very interesting to you guys. My dad has an enlarged prostate, and over the last few months he had a lot of challenges as it relates to the frequent urination that comes with this problem. So he was introduced to cassava as a possible treatment for the latter, and he decided to try it, and by the 5th day he noticed a remarkable difference. So that is what this video is about today. I'm going to be sharing exactly how he used the cassava to achieve these results. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay guys, a prostate gland enlargement is something that is very common. It tends to affect most men as they get older, usually around after age 40. When the body starts to slow down. There's another name for it, and it's called benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH for short. What that really is a non-cancerous increase in the size of the prostate, and you can have different symptoms. So I'm going to be using a diagram to try to explain these symptoms. So you're now looking at the male reproductive system. Over here is the bladder, and there is urine in the bladder. Below the bladder is the prostate gland, and this is the urethral passage that transports urine from the bladder through the prostate to the penis. Now, under normal condition, whenever urine is in the bladder, there is a desire to pass it out, right? And it is passed out freely. However, when the prostate gland becomes enlarged, what happens is that it interferes with the flow of urine. And in so doing, it manifests itself in different ways. So you can have a complete blockage of the flow of urine, for example, right? So that's one symptom. And you can have some urine passing through the urethral passage, but some is left behind in the bladder. So that's another symptom. You can also have frequency of urination, which is what my dad had. And let me tell you guys, he was passing his urine literally at least 20 times in the nights. And he always felt this urge to rush to the toilet to avoid spillage. For months, guys, my dad tried many different treatments, all with the hope of finding a cure to his problem. He tried the orthodox way. That did not work. He tried incorporating certain foods in his diet. That did not work. He bought supplements from a local health food store here, and he was trying those. That did not work. In fact, things got progressively worse. Then one day, I think it was a friend of his that introduced him to this cassava treatment, and he decided to try it. And according to him, within 5 days, he noticed, everything changed for him. So now he's able to get a good night's rest because he only gets up once for the night to use the bathroom. So the recipe consists of just sweet cassava and water. We're going to be using one sweet cassava that weighs about 3/4 of a pound and 8 cups of water. So guys, the first thing that he usually does is to put some water to boil, and meanwhile that is being done, he usually peels the cassava. Then he washes it properly. And then cut it up into small pieces. And this usually helps to shorten the cooking time. Usually by the time he finishes cutting up the cassava, the water would have started to boil up, and so he just adds the pieces of cassava to the boiling water, and he usually just leaves it there to allow the water to completely dry out. He also leaves the cover off to allow the water to evaporate. Cooking time is usually roughly about 45 minutes to an hour. If you're finding value in this video thus far, then please hit that like button right now and drop a comment and let us know what you're thinking. Please share the video as well, because you never know, there may be persons out there who this information could be beneficial to. Thank you so much, guys. Now let's get right back to the video. So guys, this is what the cassava looks like when the cooking is completed. My dad has a little bit more than this amount of cassava each day, and he usually has it by itself, but based on the instruction that he was given, you can also have it with the stew of your choice. Cassava has a very short shelf life, so within about 2 days it can go rancid. So if you have a lot of them, you can peel them, cut them up, and store them into your freezer until you're ready to use them. My dad has a visit to make to the doctor very soon, and he will be doing his lab work. So when the results come back, I will do a follow-up video to let you know what's been happening with his prostate since he started this treatment. So you guys can watch out for that follow-up video. This information that was shared with you guys today is obviously not conclusive, and so it lends itself to proper research. If you'd like to learn more about cassava, like how to plant it, how to harvest it, and some of the other health benefits, then you can click on the link in the description below. Medical disclaimer. The information shared on Earth's Medicine is for the purpose of enlightenment. It is not to be used as a substitute for pharmaceutical medicine. If you are feeling ill or you have any health concerns, please speak to your doctor about same.